Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Today we're not in my room, and that is because we are in the kitchen. I started doing my meal preparation for the day after I've done some work in the morning, and I thought why not film it since I've had the idea of actually doing this at some point. And here we are. This is a video for people especially that live alone and that cook for themselves and that don't necessarily need to feed someone else. I've lived with siblings or parents and I had to cook for them. And it's a different matter because you also tend to then eat together and you don't really have a routine. Rather you have to all come in together and it's awkward and uncomfortable. But this right here is more for the people that live alone or are independent of others in their routine. That being said, I did get started a little bit early, unfortunately, before I had the idea of filming. But all that I've done, really easy, is actually before that, what I'm making today is some rice and some beef. Now I'm gonna add stuff to it and I'm gonna make it nice. But the point of this is to make a portion that's gonna last you throughout the entire of your day. And that you have healthy, tasty food for the rest of your day without having to worry or think about cleaning up or cooking some more and whatnot. Super effective and super time efficient. That being said, again, let's talk about what I did already do. I put some rice and water in here. Very simple rule. If you put, let's say, 2 fingers of rice, you put 4 fingers of water. Imagine you had 1 finger of rice in this, then you would put the height of 2 of water above it. After that, you just put it on low fire and put a lid on it like that. If it starts to steam up like it did a second ago, I don't know if you picked up on it, then you just go like that and then, you know, it will come out the side, it will go down. I'll keep it real, I found a couple of things in the fridge that will go well with it and then that's what I'm gonna use. Normally if I was to make it better, I would get certain ingredients when I go to my grocery shopping with the intention of cooking them with this, but look, an onion, pepper and some mushroom is plenty here, and I didn't have an abundant amount of mushroom, but that's okay. I do have a whole pepper right here. Before we get our hands dirty, what we actually want to do is get some butter. If you don't have butter, then olive oil is fine. No other oil really is okay, so do bear that in mind. Also try to use wooden things or metal things, but no plastic things, because the plastic will melt when you deal with hot temperatures, which you will in the kitchen, and they release things that aren't good for your hormones, especially for men. Anyway, the butter is in the pan to work as a lubricant so things don't get stuck there, and we're going to get to chopping now. You don't have to be perfect with your chopping or your cooking skills. You get better at doing things and you don't need to be some sort of Gordon Ramsay or whatever like anime chef that you've seen. You can just do things normally, take your time. But this is with the intention of being efficient, so if you worry too much about the details, you won't make good progress. This video isn't necessarily on how to do the things, but rather just to display an example for you to do it yourself. If you don't know how to peel onions, how to peel potatoes, how to cut properly, you can check that out in other thousands of videos, that's okay. More of productivity and self-improvement, so I'm not going to go too much in depth into how to do these things. Like right now, I'm probably cutting it in a way that somebody may be watching being a really good chef or just an above average chef and may think, damn bro, you f***ing suck. Well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody with my abilities, but yeah, I'm just trying to eat, man. I'm gonna put a lot of onion in contrast to the pepper and the other thing, but that's because I'm going to put a lot of meat, so it's gonna be good. The half onion, you can keep it for another meal, and that's even faster the next time you cook. Bear in mind kind of the proportions that you have and such, so that you don't do too much of one thing in contrast to the other. For example, think about how much meat you're gonna put and then put pepper or onion according to that. Don't put more onion than you're going to put pepper and things of the sort. If you make cuts that are too big like this, just cut them again, right? Unless you have some sort of professional technique, but if you don't, again, this is just for productivity and whatever. Just cut them again and throw them in there. I'll keep the rest. It is better for ingredients like this if you like cover them up with some tin foil or something, right? To preserve them better in the fridge. But I'll keep it real. I'm gonna use it probably tomorrow, so I can't be asked, and I don't care that much. The reason I'm changing the camera angle now is because for the meat, it's minced beef. If it wasn't minced beef, then yes, you chop it up or whatever. But I mean this, I'm just gonna like, you know, split it in. That's it. Oh shit, actually I made a mistake. Don't do it yet. If you have things like vegetables which take more time to cook than minced beef, add that later. Let the vegetables slow cook for a little while and then add the other things in. So because my hands are a little bit dirty now, I'll wash them and show you this important step. So as you can see, we've got this ready. We're just going to turn the fire, put it at 5, it's fine. You can put it high if you know that you're going to be here. You're going to be mixing it up, right? Like lifting it up and moving it around. Otherwise it's going to burn really quickly, but if you're moving it about, it's okay. If it is something else like meat, of course you want it to cook inside, so that's another matter entirely. But that's more advanced techniques about whether you want to leave it more burned on the outside and whatnot. This is a normal meal, it's nothing complicated. I'm just walking you through the steps really. And since we haven't spoken about it, look, a little hob like this and a pan that's a bit deeper or bigger in general so they can keep more food in, be perfect for this. Then another lid for this eventually so that it all gets cooked from the inside and no vapor escapes. Now there will very soon come a time where I don't have anything to do, where I'm just waiting for the food to cook. In this step is when I choose to clean up. And let me show you actually, look at this mug. It's already going well. So now we just cover it like this and then forget about it. I can turn the rice off and forget about that too. Anyway, so now that I'm like gonna wait, when I put the meat in, I'll do this. This is when we tackle like a mini boss, is what I call it. This motherfucker right here, yesterday I cooked bechamel. And bechamel is a good way as well because as you can see it's a big pot. I just had a portion and then had another portion and had another portion. I made it in the oven and then from scratch of course. And then I just ate my portions when I was hungry, and then that was the end of that. Now the problem is that that's very hard to clean up, so I'm gonna be there like, you know, scrubbing like a mother trucker. But what better time to do it now, right? Like when I'm waiting for these things to cook. This is the time that you should also do it. Don't do it, oh, I'll do it after I finish eating or before I start cooking, whatever. Do it while you're waiting. There's going to be phases where you're waiting. Do bear in mind that this is all for the moments in which you're making a meal for the day, you're meal prepping. If you're making a very specific meal and it's for others, not only you, you want to be more careful and put more attention and love into the dish. But right now it's just you, and we are still gonna make it very tasty, but you don't have to put 100% of your attention. You can still clean up and do other things in the meantime. I've lowered the vegetables right now that are cooking by 1 of intensity so that it has some more time to cook properly and to let out all the juice that it has inside and to get better taste, whatever. It's gonna make a little like soup now. In the meantime that I need to wait for a couple of minutes for this to happen, I'm gonna film a TikTok very quickly because recently I've been doing that, spreading a bit of positivity and self-improvement on there too. And I'm actually going to involve you right now. A lot of us will spend time on 2 screens at once, be it our iPad and our phone or a PC and our phone or something else. How about you do the opposite and you're double productive? Look at me, I'm cooking, filming a video here and a video here. And I hope to encourage you with this action to have a little productive moment too in your day, to make it worth it. Because dreams don't work unless you do. So, stay awesome. Yay or nay? Obviously no script, you know me, you know the vibes. Yeah, I reckon. Now I put a little bit of color in the screen because I know TikTok brain, you know, not very efficient and not very good. So I'm gonna put like hee hee ha ha hoo hoo. You felt with the caption? Is it good? Alright, let's upload it. Alright, my battery is dying. So that's fine though, that's enough time on the vegetables. Wow, what a good smell. Now it's time to put the meat in. So I'm gonna say, alright, I'm gonna just put some meat in and then I'm gonna show you the camera. As you're dropping it in, you go like that with your fingers, like that's what I'm doing. Again, if it's minced beef, because it splits it up like that, if you just put a bowl in there, it's gonna be harder to then mix it up and stuff. I'm going to wash my hands before I touch the equipment, like the knife or the spatula. I just like keeping my hands clean, you know. I don't wash them with soap every time because I was going to demoisturize them. But anyway, here's how it looks. I'm going to give it a little shaky diesel and then I'll show you, and then I'm gonna cut to another scene after I charge my camera a little bit. Mixed it up a little bit, I'm going to close it back up, get some ingredients and show you what's up. Okay squad, what's good? Notice anything different? I shaved. Yes. Anyway, I'm ready here with the ingredients. So this is what we're going to do. I'm using the things that need to be used, right? This needs to be used and I'm like, hey, I know how to cook this with this, so no problem. So we're going to use some cream, some this is, alright, let me quickly translate shit. This is like spicy pepper kind of thing. This is garlic, this is parsley, oregano, and biryani spice. And some ginger. I took the butter out because I'm going to put a bit more butter in to make it more like liquidy and like, you know, fucking wavy. Oh, it's coming this way. I'm just gonna open all the lids and then start dropping it in, letting it rain, you know what I mean? I'm going to lower the fire because as we can see it's like cooking pretty well. I just need this to absorb a bit more. You can tell, you know, it's enough. Oh, snap the camera. There's no need for more butter, so I'll put the butter in here. But I do need to use the other thing because soon it's going to expire otherwise. Also I'll still drop the, I mean there's quite a lot, maybe I'll drop half. Don't worry too much, we'll blend it now in a second. It is actually better, but I'm not doing it right now for the sake of the video, to put a spice, mix, put another spice, mix, and then do it like that. It's also better to do this with two hands, but hey, I'm doing this for you, do you know what I mean? Alright, now that we've made sure that everything's been mixed fairly well, drop some of this in. Yeah, some of that delicious. Well, I had to mute what I was going to say right here because I became hyper suspicious in my speech. It is true if you look at the images right now that, you know, very sticky, very this, very that, and yeah, not a good look, so I muted myself. Sorry guys, I put the camera down, I'm really squeezing this box to make sure I get every last drop, because I remember David Goggins once said that even when he finishes the toothpaste thing, he cuts it open and then he digs for more. So I thought I'd do the same thing. I got one last gay frame and I'm shooting and then that's it, I'm done. You thought, didn't you? Okay, now that I've done that off camera, the last part is the biryani. If you don't have biryani, like curry sauce or whatever else you want, it'll be fine. The reason that this is last is because since I've put in the cream, now it's just a matter of like blending the cream and then making the cream have this taste. And then I'll put the lid again, very important. Look at this, like fat, oh yes. You know, I eat a lot of food. I don't know where it goes, man. I eat kilograms a day and I don't gain weight. I've been eating crisps lately and that's been working. I hate it though because, you know, dopamine. I usually eat really clean, but I think eating dirty is easy to gain weight. Not really worth it though, I'm losing my abs, but that's okay. Put the lid, don't worry about salt. The salt you put it at the end and then you're like, more, less. Matter of fact, you put it directly into the plate. I don't like putting salt in the cooking. I feel like it breaks and snaps the, I don't know, this is like a fantasy, a little thought of mine which is definitely wrong. But yeah, I'll just do it at the end. Now I'm going to put all of this away, clean this up, that. And I'll catch you with the end product. Dance with me tonight. Yo, so, please don't fall. I'm about to hop on the beat and I hop on the tree and I hop on the tiki-taki. Okay, we got the food ready. We're going to plate it up now. Of course, you know, big man gotta eat with big plates. So we got this right here. Yeah, let me show you a normal plate next to it. This is a normal like big plate, right? And this is the plate that I use to eat. It's not only bigger, but it's deeper. It's deep. No, this ain't going to be no, oh my god, it looks so cool, wonderful, woo, you know, kind of video where I play the most beautiful plate ever. And you're like, wow, this is like 5-star Michelin per tortellini. I'm Italian, it's not racist. However, if you're anything like me, this will be a video where you look at the plate and you're like, oh, a lot of food, give it to me. Oh, look at this spoon that I just scooped it like that. Bam. Another one. 2 spoons, it's decent. You're gonna put the lid. You see how that steam is coming? You know, I prepared that rice like 20 minutes ago or something, and it's still hot. That is the power of the lead. Alright, getting a small spoon to deal with a bigger spoon. It may not look perfect, but at the end of the day, rice is rice. I don't care. It tastes good and it's not like wet or anything. I like to put slightly less sauce and chicken or whatever than rice. I said chicken, but this is beef. At least I didn't say kitchen. Alright, I'm doing too much. I put more rice than chicken. Fuck's sake. Oh my days, bro. Beef. I put more beef than rice, but whatever. I'm doing this right now to not waste the sauce that is on the spoon, because I'm going to put this in the washing now, in the sink, in the washing. What the hell's the washing? You know, I don't need to either go crazy. It's a bit dirty still, but whatever. Chuck it in there. Oh, by the way, I did defeat the final boss, and yeah, it's all clean as you can see. In the meantime that I was waiting. Now the next time that I need to cook or clean, I'll just have to clean these two things, and that's it. Nothing complicated, nothing difficult. I've got my plate of food right here. I am about to eat. Now it's the time that I'm going to put some salt. Let me know if a video like this was enjoyable to watch, you know, showing something like this. I have various ideas, but if this isn't well received and you don't like it very well, then I'll keep them to myself. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.